Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. What's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we'll be reviewing the New Zealand versus Australia second T20 match, an incredible game. New Zealand winning by 4 runs. It went down to the wire, a very high scoring game. Actually, this game was more high scoring than the India England Test match. So, yeah, some really good batting, especially it all started off with Australia winning the toss, electing to bowl, putting New Zealand in, and then Martin Guptill, a brilliant innings. I think the way he was lofting the ball over mid on and mid off, sheer timing, absolutely impeccable timing. And he was clearing the rope with these really good shots. And the best thing about his innings was that he was trying to hit straight. He wasn't trying to slog. He's been in poor form over the last year. Not many big innings from him, but he stepped up today. A brilliant knock, excellent innings. I think his partnership with Kane Williamson was a match-winning partnership. Williamson rotating the strike well. He was also putting the boundaries, putting the bat balls away to the boundary when needed, and he was rotating the strike, giving Guptill the strike, and Guptill was just an impeccable form. If he can continue this, he'll be a key for New Zealand going into that T20 World Cup because he has the ability to give them those really quick starts with his big hits. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, he played well in the middle overs here, but it'll be interesting to see, like in the subcontinent, how he plays against spin. But on these pitches, fast bowling, he has no issues. Even spinning, even against Zampa, he was very dominant. Looking to hit him straight. It was an excellent innings by Neesham, and then followed by, by Guptill. And then followed by that, Neesham came in and he just struck the ball beautifully. He played a few nice scoop shots as well, but the sheer power is smashing it over mid wicket, over long on. Excellent batting, 45 of 16 balls, six sixes for Neesham. Incredible. Guptill was unlucky. He was just three short of his 100. It was almost, he tried to hit it over long off and he got caught. But yeah, after Williamson's 53, it was Neesham who took that momentum, which was built by Guptill and Williamson, and he took the score over 200. They made 219, and that innings was very important to give New Zealand that momentum going into the second innings because this was a smaller ground, excellent pitch to bat on. So 219-20 was a really good score, but it is chaseable on these kind of grounds in New Zealand. And if you look at the Australian bowlers, they'd be tad disappointed. Chai Richardson was the only one who didn't go more than 10 runs and over. Otherwise, everyone was going 10 runs and over. Stoinis got hit for 17 and 1 over. Ashton Agar got hit for 30 and 3 overs. Daniel Sams got hit for 11.5 and over. So they would want to improve their bowling. It was a flat wicket. It wasn't an easy pitch to bowl on. But even in the first T20, they missed their lines and lengths a bit. I think they should have hit the Yorker a bit more over here, maybe varied their pace a bit better. But you can't really blame the bowlers in this kind of game because even the New Zealand bowlers got hit. As you can see, like in the second innings, Australia got into a decent start with, Felipe and Wade hitting the few boundaries. Felipe, some really nice shots, flicking it over square leg. He hit 45 of 32 balls, but then they lost their way, Australia. I think Santner came in and picked up wickets. They tried to target him, the left arm spinner, but he was weighing his pace really well. He wasn't scared to toss it up, and then he bowled the quicker one as well. And trying to hit him, they just miscued the ball. It went straight in the air, and New Zealand took their catches. And yeah, it was an excellent spell until I think at one stage, Australia, if I'm not mistaken, they were 113 for six, chasing 220, 113 for six. And then came in Stoinis and Daniel Sams, and what a partnership! Excellent batting. I think the way they struck their ball was brilliant. Stoinis 78 of 37 balls, five sixes, seven fours. He was striking beautifully. He did this before, I think, a couple of years back in New Zealand, where the game was almost done. He came in and just took the game away. And him and Sams almost took the game away again. I think they batted brilliantly. The best thing was that they didn't give up. They knew that there was a good pitch to bat on. They played their shots. They took it deep. And when the ball was there in their zone, they went for it. A few innovative shots as well, which kind of played with the New Zealand bowlers' mind because, it disturbed their length and line. But yeah, I think even though they struggled against Santner, the Australian batsman, I think Sams and Stoinis, they really punish Ishodi, and they hit Jamieson a lot as well. Jamieson, after that IPL price tag, he's under the pump. 4 overs, 56 runs, economy of 14 runs. He was pretty expensive. Stoinis and Sams in particular were very aggressive against him. The ball was coming on. I think he was bowling a bit too short and he's too quick. He needs to vary it a bit. And test matches, he was bowling a brilliant line and length, but in T20s, he needs to come up with more variations, Jamieson, I think. Otherwise, people will start using his pace as we saw in this game. And yeah, Sams, he supported Stoinis, 41 of 15 deliveries. That's 4 sixes and 2 fours, 273 run strike rate. Incredible. He's shown that he's a proper all-rounder. He can bowl and he can bat as well. And that's it. I think this strengthens Australia's team going into that T20 World Cup because they have all-rounders like Maxwell, they have Stoinis, they have Mitchell Marsh, and now Sams as well. So that's 4 all-rounders they're going in with. And yeah, it just increases the depth in batting, and they'll be really happy with that performance. Yes, unlucky not to win. And for that, they would have to blame their top order batting. If the likes of Maxwell and Finch, they contributed, Australia probably would have won this game, even though it was a mammoth total. They have to remember in these kind of pitches that you can't just give up. If it's 220, it's chaseable. Like, I mean, not give up, but like they shouldn't be so pressurized to hit from ball one. They can take the game deep because you will get the boundaries in this ground. You will get the boundaries, you will get those, and the pitch is really good, so you'll get those deliveries where you can dispatch. So it's about taking the game deep, like Samson Stoinis showed. Like if you just stay at the crease, you will get those deliveries and you can put them away to the boundary. So I think yeah, Finch and Maxwell in particular will need to improve their performance. Felipe and Wade, they got good starts, but they'll want to, work on that and like make it into a big score. But yeah, Australia, some good signs there. But New Zealand again, like not a comprehensive, a close victory, but 2-0 going into 3 more games now. So they'll be very confident. Williamson's captaining beautifully. He's keeping calm. I think just with Jamieson, they'll be a bit worried, but he will hopefully he'll come back. This is where you get tested, like he started off his career brilliantly, and now this is a test for him, so he'll need to come back, and he will. I'm sure he has the likes of Bolt and Sadi to guide him. And yeah, New Zealand, from their bowling to their batting, they look good. Santner, big positive, picking up 4 wickets. Sodhi, yeah, he got hit, but he is a leg spinner. He will get you wickets. We saw that in the first T20. They have Neesham. He's in form. And I forgot to mention Neesham, not only with the bat, with the ball, 1 over, 10 runs, 2 wickets. This guy, even though Guptill got man of the match, this is a match-winning performance as well. 45 of like 15 with the bat, and then 2 wickets and 1 over from Neesham. So Neesham, quality all-rounder. He's showing his quality now. He just needs to get that consistency. I've always seen him perform in patches, but now he needs to be consistent. He has the shots. He can clear the boundary with ease. So he just needs to get that consistency, build that innings, not throw away his wicket. And with the ball, he can pick up wickets. He might get hit here and there, but he's that type of bowler where he can mix his line. He's that medium pace. He can bowl that faster one and then slow it down as well, both those cutters. So yeah, I think that'll be very important, the T20 World Cup as well. Like in the subcontinent, I think Neesham will be a very key player. But yeah, I think that wraps up this episode. It was a great game. Can't wait for the third T20. It's been an exciting series so far. New Zealand dominating 2-0, and Australia will want to come back. Some very good signs for them in this T20, but they'll need to win the next game, otherwise they'll lose the series. So all eyes on that third T20. Catch me for the review for that game. But thank you so much for joining me, and take care.